In this lecture, I will discuss about multiplexer. Multiplexer is also called as MUX. It contains 2 power n inputs. 2 power n inputs, only one output, n select inputs. The behavior of this one is, here several inputs will be there. One of the input will be transferred to output based on this selection. One of the input is transferred to output based on this selection. I will explain the concept of MUX through one example. Suppose let us take a 4x1 MUX. It will have two selection terminals, S1, S0. S means selection. This S1 is MSB terminal. S1 is MSB, most significant bit. The inputs are numbered starting from 0. So here 4 inputs, that's why 0, 2, 3. I means input. Input 0, input 1, input 2, input 3. Suppose if selection is 0, 0, then this I0 will be transferred to output. So F will be I0. If selection is 0, 1, I1 is transferred to output. If selection is 1, 0, I2 is transferred to output. If selection is 1, 1, I3 is transferred to output. Actually, the MUX will work as a switch. Here 4 inputs are there. I am talking about this 4x1 MUX. Only one output. Here one switch. The switch is connected to either I0, I1, I2, I3 based on selection. If selection is 0, 0, this switch is connected to I0. If selection is 0, 1, the switch is connected to I1. If selection is 1, 0, the switch is connected to I2. If selection is 1, 1, the switch is connected to I3. Like this it will work. You can think MUX as one switch. Generally, MUX is used to perform switching action. That's a major application of a multiplexer. Now I will write the output expression. And one more point about multiplexer is, here several data is there. One of the data is selected and it is transferred to output. One of the data is selected and it is transferred to output. That's why it is called data selector. Data selector. So it is also called data selector. That is another name for multiplexer. Data selector. Now I will write the expression for this MUX. Till now we have seen truth tables where the output side is either 0 or 1. Now the output contains variables. So whenever variables are there in the output side, the procedure to write the expression is always take that out variable and multiply that variable with minterm. So here I0 is the variable, minterm is 0, 0 combination means S1 bar, S0 bar. Just multiply the variable with minterm. Similarly, here the variable is I1, so I1 into minterm for this combination. So minterm for this combination is S1 bar, S0. Similarly, I2 into, write the minterm for this combination, S1, S0 bar. Then I3 into minterm for this combination, S1, S0. That's the output expression. So you can think like this, in a simple manner you can think like this. This F is nothing but input 0 into minterm 0. This is minterm 0. Input 1 into minterm 1. Input 2 into minterm 2. Input 3 into minterm 3. In a simple manner, we can think the output like this. It is always input into minterm and add those products. That's all. Now we'll see some problems based on multiplexer. Suppose S1 S0 are AB, and here the inputs are like this. Let us assume, I am taking some example. Suppose the selection terminals are AB and the inputs are given in this manner. Now I want to identify the output expression, mux output expression. Just use this simple formula. So here always the procedure is first write minterm and multiply with input, that's all. So first write 0 minterm. Minterm 0 is A bar, B bar, A bar, B bar. Minterm 0 is A bar, B bar. And this is input 0. This one is input 0. This is input 1. This is input 2. This is input 3. See the numbering. 0 means I0, 1 means I1, like this. So here minterm 0 is A bar, B bar. And input is C, I0 is C. And the next minterm is A bar B. A bar B is the next minterm, A bar B. And input is C bar. Next one is AB bar. Next minterm is AB bar. Input is C bar. Next minterm is AB and multiply with I3. I3 is C. So that is the expression. That's all. Just minterm and input should be multiplied and add those products. That's all. Like this, he can ask in the exam. This is the approach you have to follow. We'll see one more example. Suppose if the inputs are given like this, then the inputs are 0, 1, 1, 0. Selection is AB. Then the expression is first write minterm 0. Minterm 0 is A bar, B bar. And input 0 is, this is input 0. Input 0 is 0. Plus, next minterm is A bar B. Input is 1. Next minterm is AB bar. Input is 1. Next minterm is AB. Input is 0. We know that 0 into A bar B bar will be 0. So it will be 0. And A bar B into 1 will be A bar B. AB bar into 1 will be AB bar. AB into 0 is 0. So it is like this. It is one standard expression. AB bar plus A bar B. It's nothing but XR. So it is A XR B. XR. Like this you can write the output expression very easily. We will see one more example. So here instead of AB, sometimes he may give like this, A bar B. Then, and suppose these are the inputs. Let us assume. So I have taken some example. Now we'll see the procedure to write the expression in this case. Here selection are not AB, they are A bar B. S1 is A bar, S0 is B. So here S1 is A bar, S0 is B. Here S1 is A bar. So S1 bar will be A. So here S1 bar will be A. S0 bar will be B bar. So here S1 bar I need, so A. S0 bar is B bar plus I will write the inputs later. I will fill these later. Next minterm is S1 bar S0. S1 bar is A, S0 is B plus next minterm is S1 S0 bar. S1 is A bar, S0 bar is B bar plus S1 S0, so A bar B, A bar B. Now multiply with input. Here I naught is C, so it is multiplied with C. See whether you write C on this side doesn't matter, because always x into y is always y into x. It doesn't matter whether you write this side or that side. So I am writing in this side. So here C, I naught is C, that's fine. I1 is C bar, so I1 is C bar. I2 is also C bar, and this is I3, I3 is C bar. Finally, this is the output expression. Like this you can solve this problem very easily. Just always identify minterms and multiply input with minterm and add those products. That's all. We'll see another point about this multiplexer. Sometimes it can have a enable terminal, just like a decoder. It can have a enable terminal. Whenever enable terminal is there, the expression will be like this. Write the original expression as it is and multiply this expression with E, that's all. Like this there will be a change in the mux output expression. Write the original mux expression, multiply with E. If enable is there, multiply with E, that's all. Now we'll see one problem based on it. Let us take one problem like this. It contains enable terminal. Whenever enable terminal is there, the procedure is E into I naught into S1 bar S0 bar plus I1 into S1 bar S0 plus I2 into S1 S0 bar plus I3 into S1 S0. That's the expression whenever enable is there. First I am writing the variables here. So x is coming directly, so I naught is x. Here x is coming through a NOT gate, that's why it is x bar here. I1 is x bar. Here y bar, because y is coming through a NOT gate, so y bar. So here y is coming directly, so y. Here y is coming directly, so y. Here z is coming through a NOT gate, so z bar. Here also z bar. That's about different variables. So here E is z bar, so E is z bar. And I naught is x. I naught is x. I need S1 bar, S0 bar. Here S1 is y. S0 is z bar. I need suppose the S1 S0 bar will be like this. S1 bar will be y bar. S0 bar will be z. I need S1 bar, S0 bar. S1 bar, S0 bar. So y bar, z plus. Here I1 is x bar. S1 bar is y bar. S0 is z bar. Plus I2 is y bar. S1 is y and S0 bar is z. I3 is y and S1 S0 are y z bar. That's the mux expression. Here some terms can be cancelled. Here y into y bar is there, so it will be 0. So it will be 0. Here y into y means just write once, that's enough. Whenever some variable is repeated, write once. So just write once, that's enough. Now multiply with z bar. no need to write this 0, 0 into z bar will be 0. So here z into z bar, so 0. Here z bar is repeated 2 times, just write once, that's enough. So x bar, y bar, z bar plus here z bar is repeated 2 times, so write once, that's all. We can further simplify this one like this. Here observe carefully, z bar is common, so we can take z bar outside. Then here I am using one minimization rule. That minimization rule is a plus a bar b is equal to a plus b. A plus a bar b equal to a plus b. So here it is in the same manner, y plus y bar into x bar. If you think y as a, y bar means a bar, think x bar as b. A plus a bar b format. So a bar will be cancelled, so y bar will be cancelled. So x bar plus y into z bar. So x bar z bar plus y z bar. So like this we can minimize. Like this we have to solve the problems whenever enable terminal is there. That's about 4x1 multiplexer. Now I will discuss about 2x1 multiplexer, only 2 inputs and 1 output. Only 2 inputs will be there, 1 output. It requires only one selection, because the reason is, see, 2 power n inputs, 1 output, n selection. So here 2 inputs means 2 power 1. It's nothing but 2 power 1 by 1. So that one, only one selection. Only one selection. One selection is enough in a 2x1 multiplexer. No need to write S0, just write S, that's enough. Here the behavior of this one is like this. When S is 0, I0 will be selected. I0 will be selected. When S is 1, I1 will be selected. Whenever S is 0, I0 will be selected. S is 1, I1 will be selected. That's about truth table. So the expression will be like this. Some time back I told you one procedure. Whenever output side contains variables, the procedure is multiply that variable with min term. So here I0 into, now we have to write one variable min term, so 0 means S bar, 1 means S. So I0 into S bar plus I1 into S. That's the expression for a 2x1 multiplexer. Remember this one, I0 into S bar plus I1 into S, I1 into S. Now we'll see some problems based on this one. In a 2x1 multiplexer, the expression is like this, I0 into S bar plus I1 into S. Suppose let us take one problem. There are two 2x1 multiplexers. Let us take one problem. Here two 2x1 multiplexers are there and they are connected like this. Now we have to identify the expression at this point. First I will identify the expression here. This is the expression for 2x1 multiplexer, I0 into S bar plus I1 into S. Here I0 is 1, so 1. Here S is A, so S bar means A bar. 1 into A bar plus I1 is 0, S is A, like this. 1 into A bar is A bar, 0 into A is 0, so finally A bar plus 0 means A bar. So here I naught is A bar, and this is connected here, so A, I1 is A. Now I want to identify this one. Use this one. Once again, use this 2 by 1 mux output expression. The expression is I naught into S bar. So here I naught is A bar. Here S is B. So S bar will be B bar plus I1 is A. I1 is A. I1 into S. This is one standard expression which is X nar, A X nar B. A X nar B is the answer. Like this we may get questions. Just use this rule, that's all. By using that one we can identify the answers very easily. We'll see some more examples. Suppose take a 2 by 1 multiplex. Suppose I connected A here and assume these are the connections. Then now I will identify the output expression. Always the expression is like this: I naught into S bar plus I1 into S. So here I naught is 1. So 1 into S bar. S is A, so S bar is A bar. I1 is 0. S is A. A bar into 1 is A bar. 0 into A is 0. A bar plus 0 means A bar. So if you observe, you are getting A bar. Observe carefully. You can think this one in another manner like this. It is working as a NOT gate. A bar is generated means it is working as a NOT gate. So like this NOT can be designed by using 2 by 1 multiplexer. This is one standard design. If you want to design a NOT gate by using 2 by 1 multiplexer, this is the approach. Here 1 should be given to I0 terminal, 0 should be given to I1 terminal, A will be given to S, then output will be A bar. It works as a NOT gate. You can remember this one very easily like this. Just apply the opposite value. Here 0 terminal, apply 1. This 1 terminal, apply 0. Just apply the opposite values. So it will work as a NOT gate. We'll see one more example. Suppose take a 2 by 1 multiplexer. Suppose I connected like this. The output expression is I0 into S bar. Here I0 is 0. 0 into S bar, so A bar plus I1 into S. I1 is B, so B into A. 0 into A bar is 0. A into B or B into B. So both are same, so A. So AND gate, it is working as a AND gate. Whenever you connect like this, it works as a AND gate. This must be 0, and whenever I0 is 0, output is always multiplication of these two. Whenever I0 is 0, output is multiplication of this and this. So AND gate, so it works as an AND gate. We'll see another example. Suppose I connected like this, then the expression is I0 into S bar. So sorry, here I0 is B. So S is A bar. Sorry, I need S bar. S bar is A bar. So I0 into S bar. I0 into S bar. It doesn't matter whether you write B into A bar into B. And I1 into S. I0 into S bar, I1 into S. So B into A bar, 1 into A. It's in the format A plus A bar B format. It is in the A plus B A bar B format. This is one standard minimization rule. A plus A bar B is always equal to A plus B. Sometime back I have seen this rule. A plus A bar B is equal to A plus B. If you observe, A plus B means OR gate. So whenever you connect like this, it works as an OR gate. So whenever I1 is 1, then output is always sum of these two terminals. Whenever I1 is 1, output is sum of these two terminals. Whenever I0 is 0, it is ending. I1 is 1, it is OR. Like this you can remember. Similarly, you can design a NAND NOR. One shortcut is there to design a NAND gate. So these are the end inputs. If you want to get end, the connections must be like this. If you want to get NAND, one simple technique is apply complemented inputs. That means now complement this one, apply here, complement this one, apply here. So complement of 0 is 1. So I0 must be 1 and I1 must be B bar. Complement of B, so B bar. Maintain the selection as it is. Just complement these two values and apply here. It works as a NAND gate. NAND output you will get. You can verify on your own. Just use this rule. That's about NAND gate. Suppose if you want an OR gate, maintain the same selection AA. Apply complemented inputs here. So complement of B is B bar. So apply that one here. Complement of 1 is 0. So apply that one here. Whenever you apply like this, it works as a NOR gate. Here I will tell you one more point that can be asked in the exam. That point can be asked in the exam. Sometime back I have seen a NOT gate. So whenever you connect like this, it works as a NOT gate. If you observe carefully, to design a NOT gate, AND gate and OR gate, just one mux is enough. To design a NOT gate, AND gate, OR gate, the requirement is 1 2x1 multiplex. One mux is enough. Suppose if you want to design a NAND gate or NOR gate, the number of multiplexers is not 1. We require 2. See, always design meaning is always with respect to AB we have to talk. That means if it requires A bar, if the circuit requires A bar, that means A should be converted to A bar, means NOT gate is needed. So you have to tell that NOT gate also. If you observe carefully here, B bar is there. So first use a NOT gate to get B bar, then apply that one here. So one NOT gate and one mux is needed. Or suppose I want to tell everything in terms of 2x1 multiplexers, then this NOT can be designed from mux like this. So the number of multiplexers will be 2, one for NOT gate, another one here. So 2 mux are needed. Here also B bar, that's why 2 mux are needed. So whenever you want to design a NAND NOR, you require 2 2x1 multiplexers. If you observe carefully in in the design of AND and OR, there is no B bar, just B, just B. That's why just 1 mux is enough. Whereas here B bar is there. That's why 2 mux are needed. 2 mux are needed. That's the difference. Next we will see the design of XOR gate. XOR gate using 2 by 1 mux. Just connect like this. We know that the expression is always I0 into S bar plus I1 into S. Here S bar means A bar, I0 is B. I0 into S bar, so A bar B, plus I1 into S, so AB bar, AB bar. See, you can write either BA bar or A bar, it doesn't matter. BA bar or A bar B, it doesn't matter. It's a multiplication of two variables. Okay. So observe, it's nothing but XOR, A XOR B. If you observe carefully, once again here B bar is there. So one NOT gate is needed. NOT means one more mux. So that's why to design XOR also 2 mux are needed. 2 by 1 mux are needed. Similarly, we can design XNOR. The design is like this. This will be B bar, this will be B. You can verify. The expression will be like this. Always S bar into I0. So S bar means A bar into I0. So A bar B bar plus S into I1. S into I1. So AB. S bar into I0 plus S into I1. S bar, A bar into I0. So A bar B bar. S into I1. So AB. It's nothing but A XNOR B. A XNOR B. So here also B bar is there. That's why one more mux is needed. So that's why to design NAND, NOR, XOR, XNOR, 2 by 1 mux are needed. To design NOT and OR, just 1 mux is enough. This point can be asked in the exams directly. Till now, we have seen the procedure to write the output expression of a multiplexer. Now, I will discuss about the exact opposite of that one. That means, suppose I have some function, I want to implement that one by using a multiplexer. I have a function and I want to implement that one by using a multiplexer. Function implementation by using a multiplexer. Implementing a function using multiplexer, mux. Suppose let us take a function like this. Let us take one function like this. This can be implemented with any type of mux, it doesn't matter. This can be implemented with 4 by 1, 8 by 1, 16 by 1, 2 by 1. Here I will tell you the procedure to implement this one by using multiplexers. Here the number of variables are 3, A, B, C. It contains 3 variables. So sigma of minterms, sorry, here m is missing. Small m means minterms. Here the number of variables are 3. The general procedure is like this. Suppose I am implementing a n variable function. N variable function. whenever you go for 2 power n by 1 max n variable function, I want to design that one by using 2 power n by 1 max, or 2 power n plus 1 by 1 by 2 power n plus 1 by 1 max, or 2 power n plus 2 by 1 max, and so on. Whenever you want to use these type of multiplexers, there is no limit for it. Whenever a n variable function is implemented by using this one or this one or this one, just that mux is enough. No extra gates are needed. Just that mux is enough. So only one mux is enough. Just that mux is enough. No extra gates, nothing. That's about implementation by using these type of multiplexers. Suppose if you want to implement with 2 power n minus 1 by 1 max, 2 power n minus 2 by 1 max, and so on. In this case, for some functions, extra gates are needed. For some functions, extra gates are needed. Don't think that every time extra gates are needed whenever we use this type of multiplexer. That depends on the function. For some functions, just that mux is enough. For some functions, they may require some other gates. That depends on the function. That's why for some functions, I'm not saying every function require extra gates. For some functions, it may require extra gates. Just I will explain this concept through this example, then you can understand what I'm trying to tell. Suppose here n equal to 3. Then 2 power n by 1 max means 2 power 3 by 1 max. That means 8 by 1 max. 2 power n plus 1 means 2 power 4 into 1. That means 16 by 1 max, and so on. Now, if you implement a 3 variable function by using 8 by 1, 16 by 1, and the next size 32 by 1, and so on, only that mux is enough. No extra gates are required. That mux is enough. Now, if we use 2 power n minus 1 means like this, a 4 by 1 max, or a 2 by 1 max, and so on. I am implementing a 3 variable function using 4 by 1 or 2 by 1. Then for some functions, it may require extra gates. Now I will implement this one by using different approaches. Suppose let us take a 2 power n by 1 max. I want to implement this one by using 2 power n by 1 max. Here n is 3, that's why 2 power 3 by 1 max. That means 8 by 1 max. 3 variable function by using 8 by 1 max. 8 by 1 means 8 inputs will be there. Three selection terminals. So here the meaning of this one is sigma of minterms 0, 1, 4, 7. That means it is sum of minterm 0, minterm 1, minterm 4, minterm 7. This function is sum of these 4 minterms. And some time back we have seen the mux output expression. Always mux output is like this: minterm 0 into input 0, minterm 1 into input 1, minterm 2 into input 2, minterm 3 into input 3, like this. Minterm 4 into input 4. Always multiply minterm and input and add those products. If it is 8 by 1 mux, this is the exact expression. If you observe carefully, this is the expression I want. So here I need M0. That means here M0 should be present. That means whenever I0 is 1, 1 into M0, M0. That means when I0 is 1, then it will be M0 into 1, so M0 will come. I need M1, so give 1 to I1 terminals, so M1 into 1. Then observe carefully, I don't want M2, so I don't want it, so give 0. So 0 into M2 will be 0. So here apply 0. So M2 into 0 plus I don't want M3. So M3 also should be 0 plus I need a M4. So apply 1. So M4 into 1. I don't want M5. So M5 into 0. I don't want M6. M6 into 0. I need M7, so M7 into 1. So that means like this you have to give the input. So after multiplication it will be like this. That's what I need. So that's the implementation procedure. Instead of thinking in a lengthy manner like this, one simple procedure is always the input variables must be given to selection, and at these positions, that is at position 0, 1, 4, 7, at position 0, 1, 4, 7, apply 1. This is 0 position, 1 position, 4 position and 7 position. Apply 1. And remaining values will be 0, that's all. Remaining values will be 0. That's a simple procedure. At these positions, apply 1, remaining will be 0. Connect these variables to the selection. That's all. That's about designing by using 2 power n by 1 mux. Now we'll design this one by using 2 power n plus 1 by 1 mux. Now I am designing this one by using 2 power n plus 1 by 1 mux. Here in this case n equal to 3. 3 variables are there. So 2 power n plus 1 means 2 power 4 by 1 mux. So take a 16 by 1 mux. 2 power 4 means 16. 16 by 1 mux. So 16 inputs will be there. Four selection variables, and the implementation procedure is maintain S3 will at 0, connect ABC here. S2, S1, S0 must be ABC, and S3 is always 0, and at these positions apply 1, that is at positions 0, 1, 4, 7, apply 1, remaining will be 0. Actually just write up to this point, no need to write zeros at all here, because anyway they will not come, they will not come. The reason is, if you observe carefully, S3 is maintained permanently to 0. S3 is permanently connected to 0. So that means always the different combinations we can apply is like this. Only these combinations are applied to this mux. That is 0 to 7 are applied to this mux. Remaining combinations are never applied. Remaining combinations are never applied. So that's why don't bother about 8 to 15 input terminals. Whether you give 0 or 1 here, it doesn't matter actually. It doesn't matter. Just think up to this point, up to 7. Whether you give 0 or 1 here, it doesn't matter, because those combinations never applied here, never come here. That's the reason. So like this we can design by using 16x1 mux. Just use only first 8 terminals, that's enough. Think like a 3x1 mux. Sorry, think like a 8x1 mux. Only use first 8 terminals. Here maintain S3 at 0, here ABC. That's all. Suppose even if you go for 32x1 mux, 32x1 mux means here 5 selection terminals will be there. 5 selection terminals. And S2, S1, S0 will be ABC, and maintain this at 0. That is S3, S4 will be 0. And here 32 inputs are there. Only use the first 8 inputs. Don't bother about the remaining input terminals. Just think about only first 8. The first 8 connections must be like this. Don't bother about the remaining, and the selection must be like this. That's the procedure if you go for 32x1 mux. So like this you can design this function with 2 power n by 1, 2 power n plus 1 by 1, 2 power n plus 2 by 1, and so on. No extra gates are needed. The reason is here just ABC are needed, either 0, 1 are needed in the input side. So there is no A bar, there is no B bar, there is no C bar, just ABC. So that's why no extra gates, just that mux is enough. No need of any extra gates whenever you go for this type of mux. Next I will design this one by using 2 power n by 1 mux. Here n equal to 3 variables are there. 2 power n minus 1 means 4 by 1 mux. 4 by 1 mux. So take a 4 by 1 mux. Sorry, only two selection inputs will be there. So here 3 variables are there in the function, but here only 2 selection. So only use 2 out of these 3 here. Just use 2 here. The third variable will be used here now. 2 variables here, one variable here. One variable as input, two variables as selection. You can use any two here, it doesn't matter. Suppose if you apply BC here, A will be connected here. Now I will verify whether it is A or A bar should be given here. To identify the input, one approach is there. We have to form one table here. Here I want to identify I0 to I3. So in this side write inputs. These are the values I want to find. Already I connected BC here and remaining variable is A. Write different combinations of A. Here write different combinations of A. The different combinations are either A bar, A. So A bar, A. Actually this mux is controlled by BC. That means when BC is 0, 0, I0 will be selected. BC is 0, 1, I1 will be selected. BC is 1, 0, I2 will be selected like this. So actually this side is BC. So when BC is 0, 0, I0 is selected. BC is 0, 1, I1 is selected. BC is 1, 0, I2 is selected. BC is 1, 1, I3 is selected. Similarly, here write the zeros and ones here, bit values. So A bar means 0, bar means 0, always variable means 1, bar means 0. So A bar means 0, AB is 1. Write the values. First write like this. After that, at each position, write the ABC value. ABC value in decimal format. ABC value in decimal. ABC, the reason for ABC order is, here he said that A is MSB terminal. He said that A is given as first terminal means this is MSB. So follow the same order, ABC. That's why ABC, that's the reason. He said that A is the first variable, that is MSB terminal, most significant bit. That's why follow the same order. So here this side is A, this side is BC. So at this position, A value is 0 and BC are 0, 0. So ABC is 0, 0, 0. A is 0, BC is 0, 0. So 3 zeros. So 3 zeros means decimal equivalent is 0. Here ABC is 0, 0, 1. A is 0, BC are 0, 1. 0, 0, 1. So 1. And here ABC is 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0. So 2. Then here the value is 0, 1, 1. So 3. 0, 1, 1 is 3. Here ABC is 1, 0, 0. 4. 1, 0, 1. 5. 1, 1, 0. 6. 1, 1, 1. So 7. 3 ones means 7. Then write the values like this, ABC values at each position. And here actually this is the function I want to implement. Sum of minterms 0, 1, 4, 7. So circle those numbers here. 0, 1, 4, 7 should be circled. That's the next step. Circle 0, 1, 4, 7 in this table. 0, 1, 4, 7. Circle those numbers. The next step is circle these numbers in the table. Now I0 is obtained from 0 and 4. I1 is obtained from 1 and 5. I2 is obtained from 2 and 6. I3 is obtained from 3, 7. Just observe these two numbers. I0 is obtained from 0 and 4. Whenever both are circled, the input will be 1. Whenever both are circled, the input will be 1. So since 0 and 4 are circled, input is 1. And if you observe the next values 1, 5, only one number is circled. When both are circled, we have to write 1. When only one number is circled, write the row variable. For this row, variable is a bar, because the circled number is here. The corresponding row variable is a bar. So a bar. If only one circle is there, write the row variable of that circled number. So here 1 is circled, the corresponding row variable is a bar. When both are not circled, 0. If you observe, I2 is obtained from these two numbers. These two are not circled, so 0. When both are circled, 1. Both are not circled, 0. And here only one circle is there. Write the row variable. The corresponding row variable is A. So 7 is circled, that's why row variable is A. So like this we have to identify the input expressions. So the connections are like this: 1 A bar, 0 A. So I0 is 1, I1 is A bar, I2 is 0, I3 is 0. That's a implementation of this function using 4-point mux. If you observe carefully, here A bar is there. So we require one NOT gate. That means in addition to this mux, one NOT gate is also needed. That's what extra gates. So whenever you go for 2 power n plus 1, 2 power n by 1, 2 power n plus 1 by 1 and so on, that mux is enough. Whenever you go for 2 power n minus 1 by 1 mux, 2 power n minus 2 by 1 mux and so on, you require extra gates. Don't think that every time extra gates are needed. For some functions, they are needed. So here one NOT gate is needed in addition to mux. So here I have selected BC for selection. No need to take BC, you can take AC or AB, it doesn't matter. Now I will explain that point also. Suppose I selected, I am applying AC for selection. Suppose I am applying AC for selection. Now we'll see what happens. So here the remaining variable is B. So this side is the remaining variable combination. So B bar B. B bar means 0, B means 1. That's a value, binary value. Now this mux is controlled by AC. So this side is AC. When AC is 0, 0, I0 is selected. AC is 0, 1, I1 is selected. AC is 1, 0, I2 is selected. AC is 1, 1, I3 is selected. Now write the ABC value. Always follow this order: ABC, MSB to LSB, most significant to least significant. Always write the ABC value. So if you observe carefully, this is A value. This is because it is this side is AC. This is A value, this is B value, this is C value. So ABC will be 0, 0, 0. So 0, 3 zeros, 0. At this position ABC value is 0. At this position ABC value is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. So 1. This is A, this is B, this is C. So 0, 0, 1. So 1. At this position ABC is 1, 0, 0. See, A is 1. B is 0, C is 0, 1 0 0, 1 0 0 means 4, 1 0 0 means 4. Here ABC value is 1 0 1, 1 0 1, so 1 0 1 means 5. Like this we can write the numbers. The order will change. In the previous case the order is different. In the previous case it came like this. Whenever A is used for mux input, this is the order we got. Here 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, but this order is different. 0 1 4 5 is the first row, 2 3 6 7 is the second row. So that's why whenever the selection is changed, automatically the order will change. Be careful. Don't think that always this is the order we have to write. That depends on the selection. So after forming this table, then circle these numbers. Circle 0 1 4 7. So 0 1 4 7. So here only one circle is there, that's why B bar. Here also only one circle is there, so B bar. Here also one circle is there, B bar. Here one circle is there, so B. So like this. Finally, this is the mux input when ACR selection. Similarly, we can connect AB here and C will be here. AB here and C will be here. Just follow the same procedure. Now write C here, C bar C, this side is AB. Once again you will get a different order. So I will write that order also. You can verify on your own. When A is used, this is the order. When A is used as input, this is the order. When B is used as input, the order is like this. If C is used as input, the order will be in this manner. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 like this. Just follow these tables. If you remember, it's better. Okay. Whenever A is used, it should be like this. B is used like this. C is used, it should be like this. Remember these tables. That's about implementing by using 4x1 mux. Now I am still reducing the size of the mux. Now I implemented by using this one. Now I implement by using this one, 2 power n minus 2. Here n is 3. So 2 power n minus 2 by 1 means, in this case, a 2 by 1 mux. In this case, a 2 by 1 mux. So here the procedure is similar to the previous procedure. Take a 2 by 1 mux. Only one selection will be there. Only two inputs. The procedure we followed for 4 by 1 is, we formed one table and we circled. Yes, follow the same procedure. We form one table. Here only two inputs I want to find, I0, I1. Always this side is the inputs I want to find. So here three variables are there, but only one selection. So Out of these three, one will be connected here. It doesn't matter, you can choose A, B, C, doesn't matter. Here I am choosing A. So remaining variables are BC. So they are connected here. They are connected to I0 and I1. So remaining variables are BC. So write the remaining variable combinations. So here remaining variables are BC. The different combinations are B bar, C bar, B bar, C, BC bar and BC. They are the remaining combinations. This side is A. When A is 0, I0 is selected. A is 1, I1 is selected. And B bar, C bar means 0, 0. B bar, C means 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. They are the corresponding binary numbers. Now the next step is always write the ABC value at each position. Here ABC value is 0 because A is 0, BC is 0, 0, 0. Here ABC value is 0, 0, 1, so 1. Here ABC value is 0, 1, 0, 2. Here ABC value is 0, 1, 1, 3. Here ABC value is 1, 0, 0, 4, like this. Now circle these numbers in the table 0, 1, 4, 7. Now I0 is identified from this column, I1 is identified from this column. So here I0 is equal to, just observe this column, two circles are there. Whenever one circle is there, take that term. If one more circle is there, take the term also. Just add all those terms. So here this term is circled. That's why B bar, C bar, take this term. Take the corresponding row. And this is also circled. So write that one also. B bars. We can simplify these two terms. B bar is common. So C plus C bar is 1. So after simplification, it will be B bar. That's about I0. I1 is, here 4 is circled. That's why you have to write this term. And 7 is also circled. So you have to write this term. BC plus B bar C bar means it's XNOR. So B XNOR C. B XNOR C. So that's about I0 and I1. Connect accordingly. So here B bar should be applied. Here XNOR of BC should be applied. B XNOR, sorry, XNOR. This is the symbol for XNOR. Like this we can design by using 2x1 multiplex.